Hello and welcome back. Now today we're going to be messing about with these little beauties. No, they're not onions, they're garlic. Now anybody who knows garlic will know that there's only two types of people in the world. There's those who love garlic and there's those who hate it. Now personally I'm one who loves it and I can't get enough of it. It's tremendous stuff. It plants out easily, it takes no trouble to look after, and when you harvest it at the right time of the year, you've got garlic for all the winter to keep you going. So I thought we'd have a look at it today. Now these are actually lovely. These are splendid. And I have to be honest, I don't even know what the variety is. I bought them from eBay. I'll put a link in here somewhere so you can check it out yourself. They weren't very expensive, but the quality of the garlic is beautiful. But the guy didn't tell us what the variety was. All I know is it's a hard neck. Now, if you know garlic, you've got hard neck, soft neck. Hard neck garlic tends to grow a little bit bigger, tends to be a little bit stronger, and it's far better for drying out and tying in those strings. Soft neck garlic, more tasty, I think, if you're going to make aioli, or you're going to make garlic oils, or anything where you want a slightly softer touch to it, then you go for the soft neck. These are hard neck. So I'll put that link in, you can check it out and see what you like. Now, the reason I think these are beautiful is because when you split them open, the size of the cloves, I mean, I've bought garlic in supermarkets that the whole bulb's been that size. These are marvellous. I can't wait to see what they do. Now, if you're like me, you put most of your garlic outside in your garden around about now time. But where I've got this plot of land, I can't get to the land yet to put the garlic in. So I'm going to try and be clever. I've put a few in the polytunnel to give me some early garlic, and then I'm going to put some into trusty toilet roll centres. And my plan is that if I pack these up with compost and stick my garlic in there, I can keep these in trays inside the polytunnel so they'll start to grow, the roots will form, and they'll be protected from the bitter cold outside. Now, if I can get onto the land soon enough, then I can just transplant that whole thing straight into the ground. This will rot and it'll form part of the compost. So what we're going to do today is we're going to pack a few of these up in a tray, pop the garlic in, and then get them put away to one side. So I'll be filling these up to about here. The reason I'm not going right to the top is because garlic does like to be planted about an inch under the top. So the garlic bulb will sit about there, an inch. Did you notice that? That was old money. Anyway, it'll go in about there and it should just start to grow out to the top nicely. So I'll pack a tray full of these, I'll fill them full of my multi-mix compost mix, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so here we are. You notice all the different sizes? I think this is Tesco's Finest. This might be the Cash and Carry, and these little ones, of course, are from the great online toilet paper supplier, Who Gives a Crap. Check them out. I mean, I'm not exactly pushing for them, but there's their website. Anyway, here we are, and I'll start popping the garlic in there, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So you can see, don't be worried about getting a wee bit too much in some of them, because, oh, it's a nice lumpy bit, because you can actually push the garlic down into it quite easily. So don't be shy in getting it in. The more grown medium that you have in there, the better it is for your garlic. Also better for your garden in the long run because it means you're putting a wee bit more compost in. Okay, now the garlic clove has got a pointy bit on the top and a dumpy bit on the bottom. The bottom is where the roots come out of, the top is the way it grows. So remember, they go in like this, pop a little hole in, put it in, and simply push it right down. Now you don't want it sticking out the top, right? I want to be able to put some compost on the top like that and bury it completely. So we'll take a few of these beautiful cloves and we'll just pop them in there, pop them in, and if there's not enough soil in, just top it up. I say soil, but it's my own homemade peat-free compost mix, and I make this by adding some of the worm castings from my worm farm with spent compost from my tomatoes from the previous year. A little fish blood and bone goes in there as well, and that's about it really. maybe a little bit of fresh compost if I've got some lying around, you know. I buy in bulk, I say in bulk, I buy a whole load from B&Q because it actually works out cheaper buying 1,000 litres from B&Q than it does having a 1,000 litre bag delivered. I know that sounds crazy, but it's actually cheaper to buy it than 100 litre bags from B&Q. Of course, other DIY stores are available. Well, that's it. As you can see, well filled in. Now I'll put them to one side out the way. I'll probably keep them up off the ground a wee bit on one of the raised beds. I'll give them a good drink of water and keep an eye on them so they don't dry out too much. And of course, the most important thing with all of these things is remember to put a stick on it. Now, these are the plant sticks that I made out of the old slatted blinds. Remember the wooden ones? Chop them up and they made great plant sticks. I mean, come on, you're not going to mistake what's in there now, are you? Now remember, give them a really good drink to start with and then leave them alone. Don't overwater them or they will rot, I guarantee. Now, I know there were a few of you who were a bit concerned that maybe the cardboard on these wouldn't rot and that the roots would be retarded in some way and that the garlic won't grow. But if we have a look at this one here, you can see that in actual fact the roots just punch straight through the cardboard as it starts to break down. Now, if you were to buy root trainers like this to grow, you know, your runner beans in or start your garlic off or your onions, you pay about 25 quid for a couple of trays of them. Whereas if you collect the centres out of your toilet rolls and just pack them with compost, you can plant straight in them, and as you put that into the soil, it becomes a little bit of a compost bomb.